This right here bothers me.
Kind of cars and double yellow and everything, and I'm getting really worried. So here's my road.
And I've heard this many different times, but here's fucking problem for me.
Pull down here. Here's the creek right here. I notice my three boys are together, and they're over here looking. And then I look over that way and see my neighbor coming this way towards my boys, and my heart sunk.
Okay, and these words.
Because I knew she was abducted. I knew she was gone.
I can't make those couple of words make sense right now. Hold on.
Through your mind, and what was it like here? To be blunt, it was hell. I mean, and I apologize, I'm blunt.
It's this.
As everybody knows, I have a missing daughter. She's been gone for 12 years.
Hold on.
And all I could say is, oh God, not again. And I couldn't do nothing but cry. And we yelled for her, and we yelled for her, and yelled for her. And we could not find her. Candy was in hysterics. And we never did find her. She called 911, and she called Donnie, and we sent the boys down over the hill, and I stood in front of over by the edge there and watched them.
This part.
and was praying to God every minute that nobody would take them. And
yeah, that piece has bothered me for other reasons for months now, but still bothers me for several. However,
there was no sign of her.
Do you believe that someone took Summer, or do you believe that she wandered off? What do you believe happened?
I believe somebody took her. I know people say it doesn't happen, but it does happen. It happens in small towns. It happens in big towns. It happens in the country. And
for weeks after Summer vanished, for a very long time after. And it hit me one day randomly, a long time in. Like with the first Baby J Chill interview, right? Right? Candus's body language, etc. The shocked, oh my god face. People starting to tear him apart, going, well, she knows more. I thought, well, that's her not talking about the scream. Right? She knows there's been a scream, she knows whatever. And I was thinking, man, they're not telling the public, and they're having to keep that back. And so that's what's changing the body language. It's making them look sus to the public, right? And I felt bad. Because I felt like maybe I'd introduced that first time. But it occurs to me after the long period, I'm like, wait, but I didn't. I did not introduce that. Dawn was the first one to say. After 609. So you're telling me somebody took my baby girl? But then you have him and Monster and all that, and the cops all colliding. Same time around 7. And he pulls into there next to whatever he sees on other neighbor as well, the boys. And then that's now when he says he's certain she's gone. And she's been taken. You have Senior in that interview saying, well, what she said, which was they sent the boys down the hill. That is not what I heard. I heard all the boys front and center would say, right? There were no real directives. The boys hit the left side. They go down. You know, after the, what did you do, what did you do? They immediately hit the left side and they go down after they're done being yelled at. And I could hear that clear as day, so I should have been able to hear the directives clear as day. In the interview, you hear her saying, we're afraid somebody's going to take them too. How the hell would you know somebody took Summer before the boys even went down? And then there's this. And to get herself some fucking content for the night. In the next couple of days, right? And to try to change my words up and whatever based on what she said. So I hope everybody got screenshots. But she's over here arguing me about the creek. The boys were at the fucking creek when I came into contact with them. So I don't know what the fuck her point is there. I guess she thinks the creek's a straight line too. They're super sleuth. Right? Miss Sunkissed suspect. Phoebe, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm standing in the fucking road, right? The boys go down the left side. I'm facing the driveway. They're going down the left. Alright? But because people like Tiff, you have no idea where the fuck I was really staying. You mean, like, I've explained it many times, but until you stand there, you wouldn't know why I say left. I know why I say left. I know law enforcement knows. I know others know. But they go down the left side. Alright? I'm on Ben Hill. I'm not on the main strip. I'm on Ben Hill, facing, like if you were at the bottom of their driveway, facing upwards. Right? You get what I'm saying? They go down the left side. Crashing through the bushes, I can hear. Right? The creek winds under the road, comes around, goes around Candus and Dawn's hill, and goes back through, and then goes straight down the creek. Beach Creek, that is. Alright, guys, that is my eldest coming through. Alright. Alright, guys. So, we're going to go back to this again. Because I do care. Alright? And because this is my brain on fire. Alright? Alright. So if y'all don't care, we're going to go back over this, okay? We're going to start again. Okay. Here we go. When all you want is a little girl that you know personally found. When all you want here is to find some answers to help spread the light and to hunt this type of sick ass monsters around her, destroying and rendering our community all the way back to her parents and her siblings. Alright. Here we go. Let's see.
I'm getting really worried. So here's my road. I pull down here. Here's the creek right here. I notice my three boys are together and they're over here looking.
And here's what I want y'all to understand. Let me see if I can pull up the property maps. Because they should be here. Because Tiffer's as stupid as a box of rocks. And she wants to push a nerd. So let me see. Okay, property maps. This feeds into that. Here's the creek. Okay. Where Donna Candus? There's Wolf change to. Right. Where? 120. Should list it as. Where's the creek? Where's the creek? Alright. That's the house. Here's what you're going to see. And I will try. I don't know if this will show up right. Here is a survey. The actual survey. For, well, a lot and most of Beach Creek. Alright. This right here. Do you see where it says bridge? Okay. This. It says bridge. And then, you'll see a line pulling back from it. This one. Okay. That's the main creek. It's a creek that runs through. Alright. What you'll see here is parcel 8 and parcel 7. Parcel 7 has been taken in by Dawn and Candus. 7 and 8 are both Candus and Dawn's. Alright. This here is the main road through Beach Creek. Alright. That's the main road. The red is Ben Hill. Okay. The bridge. The bridge and the line for the main creek through Beach Creek. Okay. That creek, the creek through Beach Creek. And what they mean by bridge is it's, right, it's this right here, is Ben Hill, right? And you got the bridge. This bridge is where a tile goes under the road. And the creek flows under it, right? Crosses the road back onto Candus and Dawn's property. And then what it does is it goes kind of, it goes say their house is around here, right? What it does is it goes this way and up and around and whatever, and it goes back down, right? Alright. And so what you have is, and honestly, the house is kind of closer to about this area, but it kind of goes up, it goes near road, it goes back around, it goes back towards Simpson Road, and carries on and goes straight down Beach Creek. Alright. I'm standing at the bridge area. It's where I made it down to, come back up out of, etc. But at the time the boys are crashing down, I'm in front of, in the area of like the driveway, right, on Ben Hill. And eventually, when I start searching with the other neighbor, I'm in the creek. We make our way around the hill into the flat area that's facing the main road here, right? The main Beach Creek Road. The boys are like located when I come upon near the creek on the other side, right? As it goes back towards Simpson. I and the other neighbor, who Tiffany Marie seems to want you all to forget about, was with me searching. We had eyes and vocalization on each other the entire time. They watched my interaction with the boys. They knew exactly where I was. They know when the boy. But TM and everybody else want to make you think that it's just me out there doing whatever. Nope. I had a witness to being a witness. But there you go. And then by the time I reach the boys, there are many other neighbors coming in. Alright. Monsters also made his appearance. The cops, by the way, Tiffers, when I made it to the boys, the first cop was sitting on Simpson. I could see him. Okay? First one or two cops, one of them was sitting on Simpson. He had eyes on me visually as I made first contact with the boys. He knows exactly where we were. Did you know that, TM? Or did you not? What are you feeding your audience? There's a whole lot of shit you don't know, TM. And it's going to turn around and bite you in the ass. But I've made that clear in other videos. See? But that's not something TM I want to clip and cut and part for you, is it? They don't want to feed you the truth. So anyway, I and another neighbor, the boys, they crash down the bank here and go down the hill. They go towards the creek. I and the other neighbor enter on the right side. We eventually go around the property, right? And then the boys are here, following the creek to one another, essentially. Alright. And that's where Dawn sees us at. No, Candus was not in the fucking creek with me. I never once seen Candus walk anything that day. Just the truth. Candus was not in the creek with me. I never saw Candus get out the damn car that day. So anyway. What the fuck is going on? I did not tell you that, just the truth. Candus was not in the creek with me that day. Do you hear me? She met me at the creek. That's where we, came, together. I stepped back up out of the muddy spot where they talk about the needles, this and the other, because I hadn't made it into it yet. I hear her coming down the driveway. I walk up a few feet. We meet right there at the tile, at the bridge I just showed you, right? Right near that area. And the other witness to me being a witness is outside and knows this. And have y'all ever heard Candus ever say she was in the creek with me? Hell no, you ain't. And let me explain this again, just the truth. There are witnesses to these events. There are witnesses to Candus and I speaking the first time. This witness helped me search. We had eyes on each other the whole time. They and a cop were there for the first interaction I had with the boys. And then by this time, other neighbors were flooding in. Y'all can feed out what narratives and whatever bullshit you want to, but let me tell you. What they want you to forget are their witnesses too. Besides me. They can draw you whatever the fuck they want and push out what narratives they like. But that's not the truth. So anyway, we're going to go back to this. Alright. And let me make it clear the spot that Dawn is talking about and showing, even though it was entirely cleared while we were searching, I mean, it was down to mud, is exactly where I just showed you. That's how it fucking works, because there's a little road and then, like, whatever, right? But Tiffers can't make that make sense, apparently. Is it? So anyway.
And they're over here looking, and then I looked over that way and seen my neighbor coming this way towards my boys, and my heart sunk because I knew she was abducted. I knew she was gone. There's no...
Okay. I mean...
Well, and everything, and I'm getting really worried. So here's my road. I pull down here. Here's the creek right here. I notice my three boys are together, and they're over here looking.
Yeah.
And then I looked over that way and seen my neighbor coming this way towards my boys, and my heart sunk because I knew she was abducted. I knew she was gone.
That would have been around 7. But you have him a couple minutes after 6:09 on the phone, being the one off route. For the first time into the universe. So you're telling me somebody took my baby girl? Right? And then you have Alright. And see, I did not know this had been secretly recorded by anyone. I didn't know Candus was speaking about it, putting it out, because, I was not on YouTube or talking to people or anything else. I know others have tried to send it, but either way. This right here. June 20th. Alright. June 20th.
And that's her little swing right there off that tree. She loved to play right there in that yard. That was her favorite spot to be. So whoever took her had to actually come up into the yard.
Alright. June 20th.
And take her. And I don't understand because, like, my neighbor heard her scream, but I didn't hear her scream because I was in the house with the boys trying to find her. And I guess when my neighbor heard her scream, I was actually in the house and the TV was going, so I didn't even hear the scream.
Right. Right. But what do they all push out to? And I've seen them do it for monthly too, that I didn't come in until months later talking about a scream necessarily. It was reported to law enforcement immediately that day. Candus, just a couple days after, was secretly recorded without permission, talking about the scream.
So the audio you just heard of Candus was sent over on June 20th. And the reason
And it was sent over on the 20th. From my understanding, the recording actually happened 2 or 3 days after Summer vanished.
thought it was important to play for you guys today is because yesterday Don was on another channel and he was talking about how...
And this is when he panned over and doxed the fuck out of us and showed the cabin and all that shit.
A neighbor heard Summer screaming the day she was reported missing. And some of the comments I seen were people wondering, understandably, why hasn't this been brought up before?
Yeah, because this was, a long time later. This was August, I think. So, still a few weeks before I spoke out publicly. Because shit was coming down. They had already done enough over here that we didn't know about. MIL, this group, praying, hunting, whatever, right?
And today, I see other channels talking about